Hey there, this is Dan Munch with another edition of Edmonton Uncovered. We're in the community of Aspen Gardens. We're at the busiest coffee shop, Square One Coffee, where local meets local. Let's go see Brandy to see what Square One Coffee is all about. Thanks for bringing us this, Brandy. This is just, I'm looking around, we've got a chandelier here, we've got some different type of street lighting type of deal going on there. There's a bike over there. I mean, what is the deal with that? That's pretty cool.
I just love interesting things, and I like shopping vintage stuff. The bicycle was in my mom's garage or barn for a long time. And the lights we found at an antique store, and they were just from an old school. I was like, I need those.
Wow, and here we are.
Yeah,
you know, and there's an
industrial coffee mill from like 1910.
Okay,
Yeah.
So your coffee, where'd you get it from? How do you?
We bring our beans in primarily from 49th Parallel out of Vancouver.
Okay.
We searched a long time for a coffee roaster that we really felt was doing great stuff. We're super passionate about the farm to cup, that the farmers are being taken care of, and that we know where the beans are coming from, and that they're really well done. And so that's really a passion of ours. The coffee has to be well grown, well roasted, well brewed, and it should be perfect all the way along.
And so, fairly sourced, if you
fairly
like.
Sourced. Yeah, a good price to the farmers. Very important to us.
Okay. And I actually haven't tried this yet, so it's got a swan. Thank you to your barista.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's like, it's a latte, but it's very strong. You can get the...
Very coffee forward,
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, and this is just beautiful. So,
thank you.
I see around the walls, you've got some art over here. We were discussing earlier, definitely a local community-driven venture. So, is your art from local artists?
Yeah, so actually the two artists that we have up right now both live in the area.
Yep.
They're both just ladies that paint for fun, and they asked to go up about a year and a half ago. We brought them in, and their art was just so beautiful, and so we just keep bringing them back. We rotate through a couple different artists, and these two come back quite regularly, and every time they go up, people are excited. They're like, when are they coming back? So
that's cool. So you're definitely supporting the local artists, or the local who are doing this for fun.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Artists and makers. We love to bring in local products, and it's just I think it adds something to the experience here. People can come in, grab something interesting on their way, something they didn't even, maybe they need a hostess gift or something that you're not going to find anywhere.
And I saw your hoodie. You've got like a branded hoodie. Was that just born because people came here and they wanted something to feel like they remembered the place, maybe if they...
Well, it's actually our mission statement is love coffee, love people. Love people, love coffee, whichever way you want to say it. Some days you love coffee first. So that's our mission statement, and it's something that we go over with our staff constantly. We always tell them to, if you have a question, you're not sure how to deal with a situation, first of all, just remember, love people, love coffee, and you can probably answer your own question.
Yeah.
What should I do? Well, love people. And then you'll probably have your answer, right? And so we just try to drive all of our decisions through that statement.
Okay.
So we put it on a hoodie, just so people can see it.
Is it a hot seller?
It is, yeah. People love it. Yeah.
And I see a piano behind us. Do you just let a free for all, or do you buy? Yeah.
We do. So we have the piano. People come in and they'll be like, "Hey, can I play that?" And we're like, "Please." But we also have open mic on Thursdays, which is a huge event for us. One of the professors from the U of A sets it up. He's like calls himself a good old boy. He's a Texas guy. Him and his boys come in here and they set all up and they run the whole thing for us, and they just bring in people from all across the city. There's all sorts of just different unique pieces of art. Like sometimes there's poetry and songs, and people will draw up. It's really fun. It's really fun.
So it's a bit of a mix between
It
maybe
is.
some comedy, some stand-up, some poetry, and then maybe some
all
beatboxing or something like that. Just crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just
And
everything.
sometimes you'll just get like a 4-year-old up there singing, and I love it. I love it.
So it's like Nashville
It's
in Edmonton.
It's a community place.
Okay, and when is that? Thursday
Nights at 7.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
every Thursday.
Yep.
And the guy from Texas is the wild guy from Texas is every week they're
Tommy
doing that.
Parker, him and his boys, they start us off. They play a few like good oldies, and then they get the show going, and then they go from there.
So this has evolved into something quite magnificent. How did it all start?
We knew we wanted a coffee shop because there was nothing local in our neighborhood. It was a really long ways to go for coffee. We loved going for coffee in the evenings. We started looking for places. This place came up as available. We stopped in, ended up signing a lease on it, and it was nothing like this. It was a Greek restaurant, so it was very compartmentalized. It was really bright colors. There was like walls in all sorts of different places. So we ended up having to take out 10 trailer loads of just stuff. And getting rid of it. And so it was interesting because it was in multiple different levels and stuff. As we peeled away the layers, we found there was carpet, and we peeled that away, and there was stick down tiles. So we peeled that away, and we found this beautiful fir wood flooring. And my mom was helping, and she said, well, you can't get rid of that. So we stacked it all to the side. We had no idea what we were going to do with it. She painstakingly pulled out all the nails. They hauled it out to their place to store, and then one day we were like, we should make a table with that. And so my husband and his friend built our community table with the old wood flooring that we dug up out of all those layers. And so they built this beautiful community table, which I love because it has so much history to it. Like it's been here since the very beginning. It's been with this building forever, and it's still here as part of our space.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. And I see when I came in here, there's an eclectic mix of goods, obviously, and places, and there's also an eclectic mix of people. So you cater to everyone pretty much. It really is a meeting place for all.
Yeah. I love the different demographics. I love when I'm walking through, there's people doing a business meeting or reading a book. You'll see people curled up with a blanket on the couch reading a book, and I'm like, I love it. We want this to be a home for people, a place where they can really feel at home. And I really see that. Yeah. And so we have women that come in after dropping off their kids. You have university students studying. You just have everything.
And the theme is shelf, but I see a lot of empty space. What are you going to do with this empty space? Come on, Brandy, let us in on
I know, I really feel like we're missing an opportunity for all these shelves up high. I don't know.
It's evolving.
It is.
You might have another bike here next week.
There might be.
And if anyone wanted to eat here, what would you have to eat if anyone wanted a quick nibble? I know you have a venture next door that we might be covering one day, but if someone came in here and they wanted something with their coffee, what sort of bites to eat do you have?
So we started off with a small menu, and we haven't really differed hugely from it. We make 4 different kinds of muffins every day. One of them is always vegan. And then we always have our cinnamon nuts, which are a huge seller. They go so quickly. People drive across the city for them.
Wow.
They're so good. And then every day we make a homemade soup. We make about 6 different kinds of sandwiches and 2 kinds of salads. And then we have like veggie cups and fruit cups and stuff like that. Yeah, we actually bring in about a dozen different kinds of craft beer. My husband works with a guy who's very, very picky about beer, and he brings in only the best, highly rated local beers. So primarily, again, just through the western part of Canada, most of the beers are from. So we usually have 12, 15 different kinds of beer, and then just maybe 4 or 5 wines. And it just adds something for the people that want to come in the evening, maybe enjoy one beer or a glass of wine with the live music.
And you started around 3.5 years ago?
Yep.
So with any, obviously, entrepreneur, you can't do an acid test and work out whether or not it's going to be successful. Can you believe how busy and how successful you've been in these short 3.5 years?
Yeah, no, it's been very surprising how much of a staple in the community it became. I don't even actually know. I wish I could go back in time and like re-examine what I thought would happen, but I never expected it to be this big, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. I love everything that it's turned into. I just never knew. I never knew what it would turn into. You know, you kind of go in blindly. We'd never done anything like this.
Yeah.
And we just thought, well, we'll see what happens. And it's been really great.
And what's your favorite thing on the menu? Is there any specialty coffee that you have that no one else has?
I mean, we keep it really simple. We make all of our syrups in-house, so we don't have any flavored syrups that we bring in. We just make them with a simple syrup. I just like my coffee straight up black.
Yeah.
I like good coffee done well. I think a lot of people, there's a few shops that are really technical, and a lot of shops that just love the coffee shop experience. We're trying to blend the two and have like really technical coffee without it feeling like you're in a science lab.
Okay.
And I hope we pull that off. I really think we do. Like, our coffee is very sciencey behind the scenes.
Okay.
My husband is the one in charge of keeping everything perfectly in spec. Yeah.
Okay, 1 + 1 is definitely 2.
Yes,
Okay.
very much.
So it's so cool that you care so much about the people that you serve in the community. And I noticed some crafts in the corner. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we like to bring in interesting stuff from local makers. And they're not all Edmonton local. Some are Calgary, Canmore. We even have a few out of BC, Saskatchewan. But we try to bring in a lot of local stuff just because I feel like a lot of people have a hard time getting their products out, right? Especially small businesses. And I love to support local because people have supported us. And so we didn't originally have a whole bunch when we first started, but as we've gone along, we just brought more and more stuff in. I think we're kind of at our like max. We're at a good spot right now, but it's fun to see other makers doing stuff and be able to get that out to the people in our neighborhood.
It's so cool that you give someone a platform to work with.
Yeah.
And how many people would you say you have in on a busy day?
Through the cafe?
Yeah.
We generally serve about 350 people a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. A lot of coffee.
That's a lot of people. It's a lot of coffee.
And is there anything in the makings for yourself and Jonathan?
Yeah, actually, we are opening another cafe in Glenora in March.
Oh, okay. Any name?
It's going to be under the same name, Square
Okay.
One Coffee.
Yep.
But we'll be in the West Block building, that brand new, big, beautiful wood frame building on Stony Plain Road.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we open there March 1st. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
And it'll be a very similar feeling to this. We are hoping to just have this experience translate over there. And I think it's a pretty similar community in terms of in terms of the demographics. So I think it should be really a good place to plant a new store.
Yeah, good fit for the community of Glenora. Well, we look forward to seeing the evolution of Square One in another community. So that wraps up another edition of Edmonton Uncovered with Brandy at Square One Coffee. If you know any hidden gems that want to be featured on Edmonton Uncovered, email me at property@danielmunch.ca. Bye for now.